AJ here. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to give you two choices now we're playing through on this game. I'm going to do choice one, where you can be proactive and open up the actual map in your own pattern, go into higher levels and picking gear up there and tackling the enemy in there and getting extra XP quicker. So you can up the levels quite quickly and picking up decent weapons. And I'm also going to do a choice two, which is play through the storyline, taking all the prompts from the game and working through the prompts and the actual side missions, whichever one they want you to do. So on this one now, this is choice one. So we're going to go through into one or two areas that are a lot higher level than we are now at 5. These are at 19 and 25, some of them. And we're going to try and open up the safe houses. The reason why I'm doing that is to allow you to be able to fast travel to these areas, so you're not getting hit by enemy on patrols or anything like that where they can actually kill you before you can get into the area. We need to be able to get into these areas really quickly and then obviously get what we want out of the area and get back out alive, or to stay in the area and get whatever we can before we get killed. So I'm just taking us through to the first safe house on this video, using what we have in our two skills to make sure that we don't die. Make sure you always jump away from the suicide bombers, otherwise they will kill you at this level. It will take a bit longer to kill the enemy as well. They're obviously the higher level than what we are now, so we'll have to be very careful how we play any fighting game with them. Use your skills first, use your drone mostly, and then use your seeker mine to take out more than one if you can. But at this level it'll probably just take a little bit of health away from them, a bit of damage, give you a chance for your drone and yourself to kill them. We're still very low at this moment and we're trying to do something here to get up the levels and also to take over the map and clear the map up. It will take a long time, but we can open up the actual map quicker. We can then decide which missions or which side missions or which events we want to do to help us get better weapons and a lot more XP. At this point you can see I'm taking them on. We've got a hostage situation here. If we can get this, we'll get extra XP for this during this one. It will be quite difficult, and what happens on these ones when there's two hostages, you only get two waves of enemy coming towards you, so you think you've got it all over and done with and you'll end up with another enemy wave coming at you. So always be aware of that. Don't go in too closely, too quick. Try and get the hostages like they are doing to try and come towards you. They don't play for the hostages to try to shoot and try to go in deeper into the actual the fight, and they get themselves shot and killed. That's not the priority today. Priority today is to get from A to B as quick as you can without being killed. I'm trying to get to the safe house, which we shouldn't be going to, but we are doing. And then we're going to go from one safe house to the second safe house, so I can actually take you down into the tunnels, and we can start getting some keys as well. So we can start opening the hyena boxes, the true tone boxes, and the outcast boxes that have extra weapons and gear in. That will help us to speed through the levels a lot quicker. So this is choice one. I hope it interests you, and obviously you can do whatever you want to do, but this is just an idea that I've used in the past and it does work to try and get you up a bit quick onto your levels. I'll be using two characters. I've got this one here on choice one now, and I'll then bring in a choice two character and work through the storylines at the same level we are now, and obviously at the same time. So we'll be able to see eventually, if you jump from one choice to the other, you'll be able to see how many levels we've gone up compared to the other one in the time span we have been working with it. Everyone's got a different choice. Some people like taking it easy, like I did when I started. I took weeks and months to do side missions, to do the masks, to do everything else I could do on my own and not in team playing. This tip is from me to you is, if you really want to move up the levels very, very quickly, is to team play. Is to get yourself to a reasonable level, 10, 12, 20, whatever you want to do on your own, to get your skill level up, and then either shout for help from the shepherd inside, or join a clan and get your team members to help you get through your levels by playing 4 team members in a mission, and obviously you'll get the higher rate of XP as well because of your teammates. So that's quite a few different ways you can get higher levels. I'm just concentrating on my videos as single player, wanting to get through the levels a bit quicker or wanting to go through the storyline. Both of them are quite viable and are enjoyable, depending on what sort of player you are. I hope you enjoy, and we'll take it through again and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm going along. I'm using obviously the C command now to try and take out more than one as far away as possible because we're at a very high level, and I'm sending my drone in to try and deplete them as well. If they get close to me, I will tend to move back and give myself more time to kill them with my weapon. It's something that you have to learn. If you start going down the road and start getting involved in it, you'll get from each side, you'll get one-shotted and you'll be dead. And you'll have to start all over again from the safe house. And it does take a long time doing it that way. You get a lot of XP, you get a lot of interaction, but you do get killed quite a lot. If you see this one coming up now, I'm not bothered about the actual hostage there. It isn't the goal. The goal is to get to the safe house. If we can save the hostages as well, great. Let's just see how we go along, and let's just see if we can do. I'm trying to keep them as far as I can away from me, like I said, with the drone. I'm saving my secret until I think I need to use it. I'm ready for using it now, and every time I use it, obviously it goes into cooldown, so I'll have to wait for it to come back again. You can target it and you can explode it when you want to near the actual target you've got. Just hit your button again and it will explode when you want it to. I'm looking where it is. Yes, I've got him. That's what I want. He's already weakened by the drone, so the actual C command did the job. We seem to have killed the first wave, and I'm just waiting for a second because I know there will be some more coming in because there's 2 hostages, not 1. At this level of play, you would have 2 hostages, and like I said, you would be a higher level anyhow, so this wouldn't be as hard as it would be for us now. There we are, we've done it. All hostages saved. That's a bonus to us. I'm happy about that. It gives us some extra gear, probably a better level gear. We're going to have a look at it in a sec, and obviously on certain hostages you do need to talk to. This one we don't need to bother with. And we've got a honey badger, which is a named rifle, which is good. We'll have a look at that later on when we get to the safe house, or into one of the actual videos when I'm looking at all the gear. I'm using the same weapons as I was in the last video, and I'm using them for quite a while now, just to see how we go on with them, and then I'll do a video on why we should be using different weapons and which one we'll start using in the next levels. We're still on level 5, so we're quite low at the moment, and these weapons seem to be doing the job at level 5, but on this one obviously they're not taking as much out as they should do. That's why I've chose a shotgun for my second weapon, which takes quite a bit of a chunk out of anybody who comes too close, and I get a bit concerned. But as you can see, the technique I'm using is letting my drone do all the work, take all the actual bars down to as far as they can, then when I get near them or they come near me, hopefully I can finish them off before the one shot me or they shoot me and I die after a couple of shots. I've got rid of the extra ones there now. I'm starting to move forward. I'm trying to move forward as quick as I can when I get off the streets before the AI decides to throw in another patrol or another set of enemy in front of me. Like I said, we are trying to do something which the AI doesn't like, and we'll try and throw more enemy in front of us if we can, if it's given a chance. I've left my drone up for quite a while there. I've just took it down just in case we had 1 or 2 coming in from out of doors. They tend to come shooting out of a door somewhere in one of the buildings. Hopefully I'll be able to get that back before I need to use it again. I'm checking, I'm quite close to the first safe house on the end of this video, so let's see how we go on with this now. So like I said, the videos from now on will have a choice 1 or a choice 2 in front of them on the screenshot, and therefore you'll know which one you're following to catch up with the playthrough. And again, on the missions, when I'm playing through on the missions with the choice 1, I will be probably choosing a different level rather than the story level. I'll be choosing hard, maybe challenging, to give us an extra couple of levels up, which will be very demanding. But I think that's what some people like to play like, and I do as well. When I do play now, I do play on quite high levels compared to what I should be doing. And a lot is team play nowadays. I play a lot of team play. That's why I'm enjoying doing this for yourselves. It's nice to come back down again and start doing a lot of solo work as well. I'm beginning to enjoy the game again on the second time round with yourselves. I hope you're enjoying it. Look after yourself. This is all I've got to do for today. All you've got to do when you go into a safe house is to go to the computer, it will give you your projects for that area, and when you finish the projects you'll get whatever the rewards are, and you'll see them in the project sheet when you go to that on the inventory side. I'll go through all that afterwards. At the moment we're trying to get ourselves at a reasonable level, so then we can spend some time and we can get all the mechanics as well. We're going into level 19 next for the next one on the next video, so look after yourself and I'll see you then.